Ryan Gosling gets a little bit of my respect there. Yeah, he's a hunk.
What you're going to hear about today is nothing short of a miracle.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pubstomp, a podcast about games, TV shows, movies, and pop culture in general. Every episode, we discuss topics that we find interesting. Come join our shenanigans.
Hey, welcome to another episode of Pubstomp Podcast. Today, we have a jam-packed episode. We're going to be talking about musicals, I guess. Anyway, I don't know. I'm too excited. Because, Mexy has some, trash to talk about. But let's see. We have Mexy. What's up, man?
Hello. Not much.
And Tyler.
Hey.
How's it going, guys? How's it going?
Good.
Good.
You know?
Oh, but before we get into the musicals, there's so much crazy stuff happening. Crazy stuff. Last week we talked about HBO coming out, showing what's it called, the Wonder Woman on Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
But now what they're announcing more stuff.
Bro, they've gone crazy. They got off the deep end.
They got the deep end.
They're like, you know what we're gonna do for 2021, everybody? You know how you guys keep talking smack about HBO Max? We're gonna put everything in HBO Max. Every movie that comes out, we're gonna make it available when it comes out in the theaters for a month. Boom.
Nice.
What about HBO Max?
Yeah, there we go. That'll show them. Nobody wants to get HBO Max because of those stupid.
You're gonna buy it now.
Yeah.
For a month.
For a month, and then gonna.
But that's the thing. That's how they get you, man. Because there's a movie every month. Now you get every month.
Yeah.
You're gonna be there.
Now it makes sense why they did it every month, because if they did it indefinitely, you just buy it later and then
It's the same reason
and cancel.
Disney Plus makes The Mandalorian every week, because they're greedy.
Oh, but Netflix, I like that about Netflix. They just release the whole thing when it comes out, and then bam, you can just binge it. But they know they
have
got
enough
you.
content.
They know they got you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. That'll make some of our friends very happy. How much does it cost? HBO Max is $30 a month. No,
Nah, not even, man. It's $14, $15 a month.
Oh, that's reasonable.
I have it they did a special. So this is a big thing that they're doing, and I'll get into it right now. But they did a special where they're removing they're $11.99 every month. But then now with this whole HBO Max thing that they're doing with the movies, they're getting rid of the free trials. Because before, everybody used to give you a month free trial, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not anymore. Surprise!
So you just gotta buy it. That's it.
Yeah, you gotta buy it, man.
Commit. I mean, it's HBO, man. There's something to watch that's good.
Yeah, I mean,
even going way back, there's a lot of stuff on there.
yeah. There's always good stuff. I mean, you get all the HBO movies that are coming out. There's the new shows I don't know if you guys saw Lovecraft Country. I saw parts of it. I didn't finish it. That was really good. Then you have all the shows with The Watchmen in there. Okay. Game of Thrones, if that is your fancy, you know.
Yeah, still haven't watched.
Tickles your tickle?
Tickles your pickle. What?
Oh,
anyway,
hey,
talking about pickles.
It's a family show.
Have you guys heard of those shining obelisks?
Yes.
They found one in Utah, and then
one in
it's
Rome.
not. And then that's
Tell
not
the
there
people
anymore.
your theory. Tell the people your theory.
Okay, guys, so hear me out.
I'll try not to laugh.
All right, guys. So here's my theory. I think it's an art project, and I think what's his name, Shia LaBeouf, is behind all this stuff. He's always doing weird art projects. That's my theory. Okay, It's just.
I love it. I love the theory.
Too easy. It's too easy. Anybody could do it.
So let me get this right. Okay. He puts an obelisk in the middle of the Utah desert.
Yes.
And then he puts an obelisk, makes it go away, and then puts another obelisk in Romania.
Yes.
A couple days later.
It's just he has friends, man. This guy's famous.
And then now that one in Romania disappears, and now there's one in California.
See, but how do they find them so fast? See, they gotta be somebody's tipping them. Somebody's got. Come on, man. Come on.
If they're disappearing, how do you know they're different? What if they're the same one?
Yeah, exactly. I think. Yeah, exactly. One like I only saw pictures. The one in the Utah looked pretty like with nothing on the
Smooth,
faces.
yeah.
It's pretty smooth, and the other one, somewhere else, looked like it had like brushed metal finish.
Yeah, somebody had like the CNC mark.
Copycats.
Yeah, so it's the same thing happened with the crop circles, right? Remember the crop circles? It was like ended up being a hoax. People were doing them at night.
There's still crop circles. What are you talking about?
Man, that thing's being debunked for like a long
You think
time.
that people don't have freaking corn anymore?
No, that's not the problem. The problem is that it's not aliens; it's people doing it.
Oh, okay. So the obelisk are alien is what you're saying. I mean,
No. The obelisk. The obelisk is also people doing it. Yeah, so
Okay.
Some guy in some Romanian metal shop's like, I'm gonna get him with this one. I'm gonna make
He's like
another one.
listening to death metal while he's doing this.
I don't know.
I just want to throw this out there. Your theory is a Shia LaBeouf, or LaBeouf, whatever you pronounce his last name. LaBeouf is going out there putting these metal things all over the place.
I mean, not him. Like
And
he's
that-
orchestrating the art project. It's an art project.
And that is more believable to you than aliens.
Yeah, I mean, come on, guys, aliens.
To me, it's equally as absurd.
Look, last week we had a roundabout with aliens. I think it's absurd. Aliens, come on, guys.
We need the guy from the History Channel with the crazy hair.
Yeah, aliens.
We need to know what Ja Rule thinks.
So that's my theory, but I don't know. Either way, 2020 is almost over, so I think whatever it is, just leave it alone until we make it.
Just leave it alone.
Just leave it.
Nobody touched the obelisk.
Yeah.
Nobody touch it.
Keep track of where they are. January 1st. Let's see if it makes a pentagram or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I'm saying.
Oh man. All right. Well, you know what? Enough of like those negativity. Let's get into the meat and potatoes here. We watched musicals are not my favorite, but Mexy was like, you know what, guys, we should
Shut
do
your
musicals. Talk about these things. It's got music, singing is amazing, and we're gonna talk about La La Land, Greatest Showman, and Hamilton. Right?
Before we get into it,
Oh,
are you mad that you watched all three of these?
look, I'm not mad. Okay.
Okay.
Are you mad that you watched any individual one?
Look, I'll reserve my comments until we talk about the specific movies, but it's just like the singing, man, it's too much. But just by happenstance, they have a common theme. They all want to focus on their career. Some of them make it, some of them don't. Hamilton, the history is written, so we know what happened there. But anyway, La La Land, guys. Did you guys like it? I'll pick on Tyler first. Tyler, yay or nay?
I give it a yay. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's part I don't really like the ending, but I'll give it a yay overall.
I mean, you're wrong.
The music, okay. I don't know. It's complicated. This is just a yay or a nay cannot contain my feelings.
Or you can just say whatever.
Are you mad you watched it?
No, I'm not mad. I watched it. I liked how, I don't know if meta is the right word, but you know, it's musicals are kind of like a show business kind of overly dramatic Hollywood kind of thing, right? And that was about Hollywood, so and kind of like how difficult that is and whatnot. So I like that aspect of it. I thought it was a good story. The songs were okay, not great, but okay. And I absolutely hated the ending.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
So
good, concise
that's what
answer.
I have to say.
Yeah. What about you, Mexy?
I like the movie for what it is. I don't particularly like the music. I think the music was kind of bland, but it was fine. There's like in my opinion, there's one good song in that movie, and it's the one that everybody knows. And then I like the ending because it was real.
Shut up. Yeah. So I mean, it's fine. It was a fine movie. I probably wouldn't watch it again. I liked it more because of the main characters. They're both good actors. So
Yes.
So I think that's probably
I
why I
also like Emma Stone because she's a good actor.
I mean,
No,
Ryan Gosling
man.
is not such
Ryan
bad looking,
Gosling
man.
gets a
That
little
guy is
bit of
like,
my respect there. Yeah,
yeah,
he's a
yeah,
hunk.
yep, yeah.
Dude's a bro.
No,
Yeah, but you
you're
put those
right.
two characters together, it's like fucking fireworks. So
I mean, you're not wrong. I'm just saying, Emma Stone.
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
watch anything with her.
So yeah, I didn't like it so much. I would say like if 1 to 10, probably a 6. There's the song that we're talking about that is the best part of this movie, and the ending absolute trash. Anyway, let's start digging into this movie. So I think we can go backwards, right? Like I
I
think
mean, we can skip anything you want, man. Like,
yeah, the
there's
most
nothing
controversial
really.
stuff the most controversial part between us here is like the ending. Mexy says it's more realistic. Tyler and I are like, why did you do that? But I'm
Don't rip
interested to
my
hear
heart
like
up.
yeah, exactly. So
It's just they
uh,
weren't a good match for each other. They were good friends, but they're not a good couple.
dude,
Like, you know,
they were more than friends. Okay, they were doing stuff. Okay, they were.
that's
It's
what I'm
just
saying. Like, they were good friends, but not good couple. The couple part is the ones where they're like bang bang, you know. And if you stick
yeah.
Emma Stone in a room with Ryan Gosling, that's what I expect to happen. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so you're saying that the ending is realistic, and I guess everybody, like in general, like people are always wondering, like, what if, right? So that is the what if part, and the
Mm-hmm.
the reason why, like for me in this movie, it's kind of crappy is like because the whole movie they have you like, okay, these two people are gonna move up together, and they kind of push each other to do better, right? To improve their career, and
Mm-hmm.
then they split up, and then they both become successful, and then they at the end they meet again, and then they have a flashback showing like how their lives could have been, and it's like, why did you do that? Like you could have just not done
Yeah,
that. You could just, it's a movie, let us be happy, you know. That's
I
my
agree.
problem.
You're correct. You are right in every way.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Well, Mexi, I want to hear your thoughts here.
I liked it because it subverted expectations, right? Like, yes, they could have showed you the happy ending, and yes, they could have said like, this is the movie. You know, everything ended up fine. They both successful and stuff. But like, every movie's like that, right? Sometimes you just want something different, and that's my opinion. This is like, yes,
Then
they were
go watch
good
a
people.
war documentary then, or
I
something.
mean,
If you want to be sad,
If you want to be sad,
I don't want to be sad. I'm not. I didn't think this ending was sad at
it's just like,
all.
yeah, for like I don't know, when they were doing the flashback, the mood was low, and then like when the flashback ended and she looked back at what is Ryan Gosling, what is the guy's name, Sebastian,
It's Ryan Gosling.
then
I don't care what their name.
right? Yeah, I don't know, right? Seb. So she looked back at him and smiled. It's like, oh, guys, come on. Like, okay, you can't just
yeah.
imagine this other world where you would have been happier, and then like say, okay, I'm okay with this older guy, not better looking, not a
She
musician,
she
right?
wanted to be a movie star. She got to be a movie star. He wanted to play jazz every night, and that's what he got. And to me, like, I took it as she was happy to see that he was happy to see what he was doing. Right? Like, it was they
Right.
were both happy where they were at their life. You guys are
Right, but
taking
let
it
me
like,
let me add to Trigo's perspective
okay,
here, because
okay,
let me put the spin on it. All right, so that little flashback scene where they show how their life could have been,
yeah,
that's like that like sets the tone for like, that scene was like so so happy, like their lives would have been so happy if they wouldn't have given you that kind of like flashback recreation of what could have been, and they just said, okay, they didn't work out, but they both got kind of what they wanted in life, and they both
Yeah,
got their successful career or whatever, then
mm,
that's a great ending. But they showed you the ultimate happiness, the happy
yeah,
ending, and then they
exactly.
ripped that away from us.
I
It's like
feel
the good
like
ending. It's like the good ending of a video game. That this is what you could have done if you collected all the stars and get all the cookies or whatever the hell on the video game. But instead you didn't. So now you get this okay ending.
I
That's
mean, it's fine. Like, I get it. You guys, I think personally the mood fits, right? Because in the entire time they're not very happy with each other. Like, throughout that movie, they're pretty like hate each other. Even though they're together, they're not happy. And like, I feel like yes, they could have been happy with this like flash forward sequence that they showed you, but that's not true to them, right? Because people always say like, oh, like you could have had this, but you gave up all of this. Like, what is true happiness, right?
Right. So I guess that's fair. Like I think there's like the relationship aspect. The relationship was suffering because they were both tugging in different directions. So I guess that makes sense there.
Oh, then this is how it starts.
But
No, I'm not giving in.
No, but I'm not giving in to
Don't give him
your-
an inch.
I'm just
Do
I'm
kidding.
not
not
giving
let
in
him
to your
convince
BS.
us.
The ending is still not good. I would have been fine without that flashback.
Okay, so you're saying
Yeah.
if you were ignorant to the whole piece, you were just like, I don't know anything this exists, cut this out, you would have been fine with that ending?
Actually, I still would have been sad because it still like feels like they were both unsatisfied. Like,
Yeah, I would have made minor tweaks to the last scene when they're in the club and he's playing the music. I would have removed that flashback, made little minor tweaks, and then I would have had my happy ending, and that would have been great.
Okay.
Yep, exactly.
But the only, I'll give it to you. Artistically, it was a good ending. If you're looking at it from an artistic kind of cinematic, like film festival kind of ending, right?
Yeah, if you're
like,
Rotten Tomatoes like critic, right?
Yeah,
if
you're
one
right.
of those
Yeah.
people like, oh yeah, bravo, bravo.
Yeah.
As a person.
But as a human being,
And
with a
there's
soul.
There's two ways of watching things, right? Like either you want to just be happy and entertained, or you want to see something different. And that's how I see it. Like it was different.
Yeah.
It wasn't something that I was expecting. It actually caught me off guard because normally I'm like trying to guess what's going on in this movie, and then this happens, and then I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it was definitely unexpected, and it does take you through like the what if, and just if you reflect on life, you're always doing that. Always, everybody's always like what ifing, right? So, and that's shitty, man. Like this is in general like that. I mean, a lot of times that's why I try not to do it just in general because it's never a good place to be in. Like, oh, if I would have done this, yes, if that's like you could go on forever. So. I think maybe that's why it feels like crappy for me. And yes, yeah. So
I think the other aspect is I kind of associate a musical with a happy ending, just kind of from the start, which I guess is to Mexy's point why he likes that they went a different direction. But
okay,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I
don't watch a lot of musicals, so
if you want another music, we'll talk about it later. There's another musical that I really really like that's super weird and stuff. But go on.
Okay, I don't have anything else to add here, but how about?
It's good.
Yeah.
Move on.
Favorite song. You said favorite song.
I already said my favorite song. It's the one that
I think we all agree. Yeah,
City of Stars.
Yeah,
is that what it's called? The one in the middle, the piano, and the one at the end, the piano.
It's
good.
That one. It's a good song. It's catchy.
I did like the one where when they were walking to her car.
Yeah, the tap dancing one.
Yeah. I did like that.
I think that's City of Stars too, just different
Dang
rendition.
I think is it similar?
So.
Okay, I think it's called A Lovely Night, but yeah, you're right. It might be similar.
It's
cool.
It's a good movie. Like most of the music in this is kind of meh in my opinion, but it was entertaining. It was good. Like it fit the theme.
Emma Stone, Ryan Gosling, just watch this movie.
Right.
I mean,
like,
you could have just stopped at Emma Stone.
They don't like shove the music down your throat in this one, like they do in other musicals and segue to The Greatest Showman.
The Greatest Showman. Yeah. So The Greatest Showman. All right. Well, Mexy, did you like this movie?
If you want to sit and watch a movie where you're just rooting for an asshole the entire time, yes, I love this movie.
He's not an asshole, man. He's just Taylor's child. Or what do they call him?
I mean, he's not an asshole, and he is one, right? Like it's so complicated.
No, there's no two. He is an asshole. Like that's it.
He was faithful to his wife. I mean, I gotta give him that much.
Yeah. Anyway, don't go too far. Tyler, did you like it?
It's been a long time. This is one where I think I was entertained, but it's very like I said. I think they shoved the musical aspect kind of down your throat on this one, and I don't know. I thought it was entertaining and I liked it, but not my favorite of the three. I'll put it that way. That we're going to talk about tonight.
Cool. Yeah, I did like it. I like this one. This lot less. There's less plot, but there's more singing. And I don't like it because there's more singing. I just like the music. The music is good. Uh,
Yeah.
Music is good. I think where La La Land was more like a movie and musicals. It was a little bit so. This one's just like straight up. They're just gonna sing and then talk to you like a sentence, and you know what you're getting into, right? So I would say probably like from scale from 1 to 10, probably like an 8. Mostly because I think I like the characters, I like the music, I like the theme. There's like two stories going on at the same time, so I did like it. Cool. So this one, the ending was pretty vanilla, right? So I think more. I think on this one, the character, the main character, RT, whatever the hell his name was,
PT, isn't it? PT Barnum.
PT Barnum, yeah, PT Barnum, the guy. So this guy's character is interesting, right? Because just like the other guys, his main thing, he was poor,
Yeah.
and he wanted to become somebody, and the way to become somebody was to,
Make
I mean,
money.
make money. So,
I mean, to quote a famous rapper, make money. Fuck this.
no, but I mean, is he wants to become somebody to impress her wives.
Nah, man.
That, but at some point he needs to stop, right? And that's the problem with that's like the downfall of a lot of people that focus really hard on their careers. Like happens. I mean, wouldn't compare myself to somebody like that, but like, we're always like go to school, go get grades, and then like you graduate and like okay, now what? And then you don't know what to go to next. So this guy just keeps going, right? Keeps going, keeps getting money, keeps trying to get more rich. It's like what for? They have everything. When are you gonna stop?
See, I disagree with that because I think he was greedy from the beginning, right? Because the chick
Was
left
he?
with him. Yeah, the chick was like, "We're poor, we're going to America," or they're already in America, right? New York or wherever they were.
Yeah.
And she was happy being poor. Like she didn't care because she got PT Barnum. Like all she wanted was PT Barnum. so cute.
Yeah, but like, look, man. Like, as a family man, like, and if you don't like,
He was greedy
like,
because he wanted to be.
it's not, okay. Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess you're right. You're right. Thinking about that this way, but
Because like
so
even
it's
when
more like but also pride, right? Like, I guess that's also another thing. Prideful and not greedy. I wouldn't say greedy.
it's,
He's like a chip on his shoulder, you know.
Yeah.
That's
I
what.
mean, because he was like he grew up poor. He didn't have anything. I mean, like I get it, right? Like when you want like when you don't got something, you want something, right? So it's tough, but I don't know. I think to say that he had a motivation for it is false because like him himself, like at the end of the whole realization at the end is like, wait, I have everything I need, right?
Yeah. Yes, I guess. But it took him like
Losing everything.
losing everything for him to realize that. So that's one of the things that is like I find super ironic. Most of the time this doesn't happen in real life. Like in real life you will lose everything and then you're gonna become homeless, right? Then you're back to where you started. But in this musical, the ending is happy. See, they should learn the lesson here. This guy's circus burns down and everybody still likes him, everybody still wants to give him money, and his wife still loves him. Yeah, see, good ending. Right there.
Yeah,
So
yeah. See, La La Land. Pay attention.
pay attention. So
Try again.
I mean, I looked up how much of this was real because like I was curious. I was like, how much of this whole thing was real life? Apparently, not a lot.
you thought this was created after
Yes, man. P.T. Barnum was a real person.
okay, yeah, I
Have
don't
you
know.
ever heard of Ringling Brothers?
Yeah.
He owned Ringling Brothers
This guy's the guy. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that.
or
Well,
something
I guess,
like that.
but I guess none of this is accurate. So it wasn't.
It might have been
'cause-
Ringling Brothers, but it's the
Okay.
same thing.
So I've heard of the name P.T. Barnum before, but I wasn't sure if it was a coincidence or like something. But I guess if it's
He was
not,
a really important person back in the day,
okay, cool.
and they had Hugh Jackman. You know, man, I would want Hugh Jackman to play me in the movie. Like,
You would want or you wouldn't want?
Would you
I
know?
I would
Oh,
want.
good. Okay.
I don't know how we can make that work, but I'm just saying.
You're gonna make it okay. We'll figure it out. Okay, don't you worry.
I think I'm
we'll,
like a Robert Downey Jr. kind of guy.
Oh yeah.
Nah, I think so.
That's solid. That's solid. We'll figure it out. Don't worry.
Ryan
Iron Man
Gosling.
versus Wolverine. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Cool. Yeah, but I think I don't know. The main character. I think he was fine. His flaws are he wants more and more every single time, and then so he hires a bunch of like
That's called being greedy,
misfits.
by the way.
It's called ambition. Okay, it's not greedy.
Okay.
Greedy is like I don't want to share anything. He bought a house
No.
for his wife and kids, and then he becomes
And then
more
he bought a
classy.
mansion.
Yeah, exactly, and then he becomes more classy so that the girls wouldn't make fun of her so they wouldn't make fun. The girls wouldn't make fun of his daughter because she smells like peanuts or whatever because she's a circus man's daughter. So I saw that. That's like, yeah, I was like, hey, I would have.
You
Would have been
understand?
so upset. Yeah, exactly. Like, what the hell? You can't talk to my kid that way. It's hard-earned money right here. But
This is peanut money, man.
peanut money.
I showed the bearded lady, man. That was
Bearded lady.
for the short guy. I actually enjoyed most of the characters in this movie.
Yeah,
Like,
they're definitely
Yeah.
interesting.
they all had a good reason to be there. They all made sense.
Yeah, so that was. I mean, if he was doing that in good faith, because that would sounded like they gave them a purpose. Like you, even though you're kind of like a little weird, you can still express yourself and be in a circus or whatever they call them. Yeah, circus, and then make money and people come see you.
I've
But
decided.
then he didn't like them. Yeah.
I've decided I
that.
want Zac Efron to play me in the movie.
Oh, you changed your mind.
I changed my mind. He's a little younger. Maybe we could pull it off. I don't know how he's gonna do, the skin tone, but science.
Don't worry, man. They will figure it out.
They did it in Tropic Thunder. They could figure it out.
Okay. I don't know what you want me to say about that. We'll make that happen. Write it down. We'll write it down. Put it in
Thank
the
you.
books. Yeah.
Tyler, don't forget.
But
I got
I
you.
don't know. Other than that, I think what about I don't know, favorite song?
A Million Dreams or whatever it's called. The one when I only like the one where he's singing it as a kid and then it turns into Hugh Jackman. Otherwise, it doesn't work for me.
Otherwise it doesn't work for you.
I think he's cute, right? Like he's making all these promises to his girl, and then all of a sudden they're adults, and he's all like, "Look, I did it. We live in a shoebox." It's cute. That's all I'm saying, man. It's cute. I'll fight you if you think otherwise.
Yeah, I honestly don't remember any songs, so I don't think I want to say I don't have a favorite in this movie. I think it's just like the whole thing is a song to me.
Okay.
Yeah, just kind of one song into another.
They didn't stop singing, so it's like, oh no, actually, I'll take it back. The one, what is the opera lady? I forget her name. They hire her some opera singer, or she's not opera singer, some like really famous lady. She's singing when she becomes classy.
The German lady?
Yeah, the
Is she
German
German?
lady. I don't know. She's maybe, but that lady's song is my favorite. I forgot the name.
Her name was Jenny Lind,
Jenny Lind.
and she was Swedish.
Ah, there we go.
She was played by Rebecca Ferguson.
Nice. Yeah, that was
I would
my
also
favorites.
watch any movie with her.
She's famous.
The front, I don't know. She is in my eyes.
She's in my yeah.
That was a good scene. I'll give you that. That's a good song too.
Tyler, do you have any favorite songs in this?
It's been a while, so I don't really. As we're talking, I'm kind of that scene now is jogging my memory, but I don't know. There was one called like "Rewrite the Stars." I think that was pretty good, but it's been a while, so it's rough.
Cool. Well, yeah, I like I said, this one I watched twice. So good. It's a happy musical. The guy's an asshole. He learns from his mistakes. His wife takes him back. He did not cheat on his wife, which is very important. He got to draw a line. He drew the line there. And backfired anyway.
Hey, man.
Look, man,
He
nobody
had some redeeming factors.
nobody believed him. Nobody believed them. Like, lies. We're leaving. They're taking the house anyway. It's like,
At that point, you might as well just cheat, right? Like,
yeah, it's like
I
man.
mean,
And then the
I'm
circus
not,
was burning too at the same. Like, okay, like man, like look, I don't think any of your sacrifices were worth it.
not advocating cheating on your spouse. I'm just saying
If they're
there was
gonna
a
leave you
no-win.
anyway,
There was a no-win situation for you there.
yeah, just burn it all. Just burn down. Go down in flames.
All right. Let's calm down now. Calm down.
I mean, literally, the circus burned down. So just like go in there and then come back out. Just call it a day.
You got a
Anyway,
better circus, man.
he got a tent circus, man. A tent.
Yeah,
How's that
man.
better?
Bro,
Actually, he
have you
left
ever
it.
seen-
He left it.
Have you seen a circus without a tent?
That's because they were like, we gotta move.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. So, cool.
Anyways.
Well, I don't know. Anything else to say on this movie? I'd say
Just-
watch it. Yes or no? Yeah.
You should definitely. I think it's really entertaining.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
better
if
than
you
La
like
La Land.
musicals, if you like musicals, the music's pretty good.
They have more modern music too.
It like I didn't know it was a musical when I first watched it, so it's very in your face. I'm a musical. Like the first 5 minutes.
Yeah,
is
you're
like,
not gonna.
you're in a
not,
musical.
Yeah. You just know that about this. Yeah.
I was like, where am I?
Now it makes sense that we're like you didn't know it was a musical. So coming, if I didn't know, I would be really upset. I was like, hey guys, can you stop singing? I want to know what they're saying.
Yeah.
Just imagine both of you at the theater or something. Just like, I wonder when they're gonna stop. Like,
It's like, is the song over? It's like, oh, the movie ended. Okay, all right. Well, oh man,
okay.
cool. Well,
Yeah.
on to the next show. I guess
Oh, boy.
Hamilton. Hamilton is hardly, I would say, hardly a musical because it's. I mean, no, sorry,
What?
it is a musical, but it's like more like a
It's not a
Broadway show,
movie.
right? It's
Yeah,
not a
it's-
movie. Yeah, it's not a
yeah,
movie.
yeah.
It's a Broadway show, and it happened to be recorded,
Mhm.
and you can watch it at home because.
Disney Plus.
Yeah, so in my eyes, like this is like a whole different level because I think live theater is like super, like much more high stakes because you can't mess up. There's no editing, there's nothing's gonna save you. There's a live audience. You gotta perform top notch all the time, and this thing's like 3 hours long.
Well, yeah.
So,
Yeah, I
so you
watched
gotta-
it in like 3 sections for sure.
Yeah, so did I. So,
It's
Tyler,
it's
did
the
you like
big
it?
leagues for sure.
did you
Oh
like
yeah, I
Tyler?
loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Mexy.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's probably one of the best things I saw this year.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
of course I liked it too. It's just like if you don't like this one, I don't know what to tell you. Like, just I don't know. I mean, it's just hard to not like it because the music is so catchy. Like the actors are on point. It's just so good, so good.
Yeah. I mean, what's the word I'm thinking about? I was happily confused at the beginning because all I knew about Hamilton was that it's a musical. It was written by Lin-Manuel Miranda, and I know he was a really good writer. He has good songs, and if you like Moana, you know who he is,
Yeah.
among other
So
things.
they got you already.
No, because I avoided watching this. The only reason I saw it is just like, Disney Plus
Wait,
was
what?
like, huh?
You avoided watching this? Why? You love musicals.
I like movie musicals. I don't like plays. I have a hard time doing plays. I was just like, Like I
Maybe
was gonna
you'll
watch
love-
it if
That's
it came out in the
interesting to me.
movie.
Yeah.
I would have watched it.
I would think that this would be like, do you like musicals? I think you would be like, oh yeah, 100% on board because I preferred this over a movie musical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, man, we all have weird things, all right?
It's
Yeah,
fine.
it's-
Then
it's
why
fair,
should I
it's
be
fair.
judged?
Yeah.
You believe that Shia LaBeouf was over there putting obelisk around the
You
world?
know-
Shalalaboof.
He might, okay? We don't know. Okay. Once we're done with the obelisk thing, we'll find out who did it. Somebody's gonna be like, I did it. And we'll see
Yeah,
who
we
that
will,
was.
man.
Yeah, cool. But yeah, it's just I don't know. I mean, I know this is history and like I should have known about this, but it was a nice way to consume it. Like if this was shown to me in my social studies class to understand how this all came to be, I would have retained way more information.
Oh yeah.
You're like, the National Bank? Is that the FDIC? What?
What? And then now I wouldn't have to be so worried about like loans and stuff, because right now as an adult, like you're refinancing and buying houses, and like, oh, it's so confusing. And now it's like, oh man, this is solid because this guy Hamilton made a solid financial system. But and he got shot.
Got shot.
Running his mouth. So
shit.
sad.
In a duel.
That's
what you get for talking shit. Talk shit, get hit.
Yeah, but he had to, because man, like, look,
man, I'm not hating, man. I understand.
He said, like, look, man, I said what I said, and
what you mad? You mad, bro?
Yeah, I said what I said, and he was mad. I challenged you to a duel in the forest. He had to accept it.
The classic. That was like, you mad, bro? And then I guess he was. He was. Man, I was surprised that it was rap. That's the real thing that threw me on. I was like, oh, this is all rap. George Washington is also black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they did change a bunch of stuff, like, in not like, I guess, like you said, George Washington was black. So if you don't pay attention, you're gonna miss it. So, but you do have to pay attention to the names. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I loved how they. It's not like every character was. They just casted the best cast that they could. It was awesome. Because like, you got to pay attention, because you have preconceived ideas. Not preconceived ideas. You know history. you know what to expect when you see George Washington.
You know who was where. Right? So.
It's not to be expected, but it's freaking awesome. It was the best.
It was a pleasant surprise.
Pleasant surprise.
And putting a hip hop spin on that part of history, I don't know why it's so satisfying. It just, it is. It just.
I agree.
Okay. I wish I could see it live at some point, because I think it would be pretty awesome. Did they go to like?
They did tour. Yeah, they were in the Gamage. Yeah,
in the Gamage.
Yeah.
Because I think going to Gamage would be a better experience than going to some place here. Getting to Seattle, man. Fuck. Anyway,
go to Broadway, man. It's the only way it's meant to
Broadway.
be.
Oh, New York. Oh no. Oh, maybe if I can.
In New York, you can be a new man. That's what this.
Yeah.
That's what it taught me.
Dude, like, my favorite character in this whole thing was the King. Oh man, that guy.
Oh
was
yes,
hilarious. The King was hilarious
when he foams at the mouth, man.
Yeah,
when he's drooling. Oh my god,
it's so unsettling too.
So wipe it off. But he can't. He's in character. He's gotta keep going.
If you want to talk about a punchable face, that's a punchable face, man.
Yep, I think it was deliberate, right? Like, it's like nobody likes the king of.
Yeah.
The lyrics are so clever too for those songs.
Oh yeah.
It's like, I want to send a battalion to show you my love. I was like, man.
I think that's the best part of this movie, is the lyrics and just the writing and the music. Ah man, it's just good. That's all I can say.
It's definitely a work of art.
Yeah. Was that your favorite songs? All the King songs?
Yeah, King songs were my favorites. Like, the ones that I remember the most, because it reminds me, and now it makes sense why it reminds me of Moana, like the shiny that like his songs remind me of like the song Shiny in Moana. I know the names of the songs in Moana because I have a kid. Anyway, I've watched it like 50 times, but that's my favorite song in Moana. So
I watched it 50 times too.
Yeah.
Other people.
Other people. Yeah, so that makes sense now why they're so similar. But anyway, that's my favorite song, or piece, I guess.
What about you, Tyler?
Mine are the cabinet battles, 100%.
Oh yeah,
they're like rap battles in the cabinet. Oh, yeah, it's awesome.
Okay,
that's how it goes down in Congress right now. That's what they're doing. Throwing down.
Dude, I could tell you that you would have a lot more like voter turnout and just interest in politics if everything was handled. Okay, the two things I learned about this movie: the worst way to solve your problems is a duel. the best way is a rap battle.
Yeah.
That's what this
Yes.
movie taught me.
There we go. How about you, Mexy?
Oh man, I'll say that my favorite character was probably the guy who plays Lafayette slash Jefferson, the guy who does the rap battles. He's probably the most charismatic person in that movie.
The one with the big
Yes.
afro?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that guy's hilarious.
But my favorite, like it's a tie, and it's because of the sisters, the two sisters, the Schuyler sisters.
Yeah.
I like the Satisfied song, and what's the other one? Damn it, I forgot the name of the other one.
I'm gonna take my shot,
No,
which is the whole thing.
No. I'm gonna look it up now.
Do it live.
Helpless.
Helpless.
No, not helpless. It's not helpless.
No, not helpless.
It's the song where when they send him away because he's having a baby, right?
When he's in the
When the whole
in the
army is
war?
set. That would be enough. That's the one I'm thinking of. When his wife is singing.
Yeah, dude. That's where like a click. Like, oh man, all these movies have that in common. Like, please just stop. You can stop now. You have everything you need. It's like, no, I gotta keep going.
You want to know something else that this movie had in common with the other one?
Well,
Their spousal cheating. Except this guy actually did it. And it
actually
turned
did
out
cheat.
horrible for him.
Yeah, dude, that guy did not end well for him. Yeah, he look, man, he was helping a damsel in distress, and then they were like, psych, and then blackmail, and then he told everybody, and it still backfired on him. It's like, this guy's like, no, yeah, it sucks.
It's like it's a no-win situation. Either you
Yeah.
do it and everybody doesn't believe you, or you don't do it.
It's like,
nobody
I'm not
believes
doing
you.
anything illegal. I was just cheating. What?
What?
Sick.
And I
Oh,
have the
man.
receipts.
You have the receipts, yeah. And what is the guy, Aaron Burr? He was like, I'm not gonna say anything, but as the word comes out, I don't know, man. It's like, ooh, that's not cool, man. Like, he told you.
Yeah,
All right.
man.
But anyway, yeah, another thing in common. But that's history, and it did happen in real life, and it did not have a happy ending, kind of like what you were saying. So
Yeah.
anyway, no, actually, we did have a happy ending.
It had a happy ending.
Now we have a working financial system.
That last song, man, was a gut punch, man. I was like, you know what? I teared up at the end of it, especially when she's singing and talking about how she created the orphanage, and I'm like, because he was an orphan too.
Oh, no. Yeah. So you can be nobody in America, but man, this is why it's the land of the free, home of the brave. Like, I'm not, like, I know I'm an immigrant, patriotic. Like, I'm not super crazy patriotic, but I recognize that America is the land of opportunities. So,
As long as there's a war, apparently.
I mean, dude, man,
Just
you can make
kidding.
it happen, man.
I'm
You can make it
kidding.
happen. You can make it happen. You can make it happen. It's a great country.
Yeah. You know what else was a great song in this one? The Obedient Servant. Where they're like going back and forth. Where like, you know, I said this, ... your obedient servant. And like, I said this because of this. If you don't like it, you know, refute this, ... your obedient servant. Like, they were just going back and forth at the end, right before that final duel. That's so good.
Oh yeah. I know which one. Yeah.
It's just like the sass with it. You like, it's a super like, I'm angry and angry. You're obedient servant. Like, flipping him off.
Yeah,
That's good.
I didn't think, I don't know. I mean, I didn't think that the duel was warranted, but I mean, it already happened. I get it. It's not like we can discuss like, oh, it shouldn't have happened that way. But it's like, look, man, why are you guys killing each other?
Yeah.
It's like, I guess
That's what I
you
said.
do.
That's the worst way to solve your problem.
Yeah, it's like, okay, how about we just
You
shoot
should
each other?
have just had a rap battle.
To be fair though, he was like, he told his son the same thing. You know what? Dueling's not a good idea. Just give up. Raise your hand in the sky and say goodbye. And they both died the same way.
Yeah, that's sad, right? Like, look, because I guess they were both going on their different rules. If you raise your hand, your gun and shoot, apparently the fight is off. But these guys didn't get the memo. I
It's
guess.
dishonorable if you shoot the other one.
Yeah. So
But the other guy didn't realize, like, he was too quick. He's like, "Bah!"
yeah.
I mean,
So
like, man, it was like 200 years ago. We don't even know what's up.
yeah, we don't even know what happened for reals. We all we know is like what we have. I'm getting a little sad now just thinking about it because I did like the character and he didn't have to go that way, but it's also like 200 years ago, so he would have died anyway. Oh man. Cool. Well, recommended? Yes, no? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Highly recommended.
Highly recommend it. If you have to pick between watching any of these three musicals, skip all of them, watch this one. It's like a two-parter. It's like a watch 1 hour intermission and then like watch the other one. Like it's like two movies in one. So
It
just
is.
watch.
Yeah. It's an investment, but it's well
Yeah.
worth it. It's actually better if you watch it in 2 parts
Yeah, because
because it is so long that you could kind of not pay attention.
There's
right.
and there's a logical stop too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
and if you can
popcorn.
see it live once this COVID thing is over, most definitely. I'm gonna be looking if they're still touring. I don't see why they wouldn't be.
They were booked to tour
Money.
until 2020 or something. 2022, sorry, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
This is like a money printing machine, man. So
money
Why
print to
wouldn't
go
you do it?
brr.
yeah, exactly. Bill
Ooh,
Aaron Burr.
Alexander. Yeah, Aaron Burr. Oh, that was clever. That was good.
Yeah,
That was
there
good.
we go. Cool. All right. Well, with that, it's calling it a day. Thank you for listening. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
See ya.
Later.
Thank you for listening. If you like this podcast, please give us a star, heart, or leave us a review. You can follow us on Twitch, Twitter, or YouTube at Pubstomp Podcast. That's PUBSTOMPOD cast. For more episodes, go to anchor.fm/Pubstomp. Music provided by 99 Lives. Credits are in the episode description.